I just want to highlight that this sponsored activities by UNHCR is a crucial phase in the journey toward inclusion for refugees in the national systems and opportunities. In fact, these district dialogue meetings are led by Faweza. It basically translates the hard work that the community engagement is doing into actionable policies, more or less echoing what Madam GC was saying. These sensitizations took place not only by Uklayuka but also in Mankhar. And the idea is that Faweza should have documented these real challenges, the day-to-day challenges of the community, and the proposed solutions identified by the community themselves. So the goal of this dialogue, there's going to be 3 dialogues, one here, one is in Lusaka, and the other one in Chile, is to bring the gravity of these issues to the local authorities. To understand the burden, we can use this word, that the refugees bear, especially when the legal and systematic frameworks fall short. Crucially, these discussions are just not one way. So we have the community leaders here and all the refugees sitting at the table to ensure that their voices are heard and they can guide us or to us. So we obviously keep an eye looking closely with an age and gender diversity lens, specifically addressing challenges faced by young women and adolescent girls. To be straightforward, the goal is tangible empowerment. So by the end of these meetings, definitely before the end of the year, there should be 2 achievements. The identification of the solutions that our local authorities are ready to implement and document through their official pledges, and then clearly highlight those larger systematic issues that require advocacy at national level with parliamentarians. So the successful conclusion of these dialogues means direct and efficient access to education for refugees. Hopefully this will be closer to our reality. So thanks again, and we can start.
Today's engagement colleagues is an important milestone in our collective effort to improve access to tertiary education and skills training for refugee adolescents and youth living in our community. As you may be aware, Zambia currently hosts over 113,000 refugees, including more than 15,000 adolescents and young people with dreams of pursuing higher education, gaining skills, and building meaningful futures. While the national policy framework affirms their right to education, many young refugees continue to face systematic barriers ranging from unaffordable study permits and inclusion from education financing mechanisms, to documentation challenges, geographical limitations, and gender-specific vulnerabilities. Over the past several days, Faweza, with the support from UNHCR, has conducted community sensitization meetings using the comprehensive community scorecard process. These engagements have enabled the refugee communities themselves to identify the barriers they face, analyze the root causes, and propose practical, locally driven solutions. Today, we bring those communities' voices to this district platform. This district dialogue meeting serves the 3 critical purposes. Number 1 is that to present the findings from the community consultations, ensuring that the refugee perspectives are heard and understood by the key institutions responsible for service delivery. Number 2 is to jointly analyze what can be addressed at the district level within the existing mandates, resources, and policy frameworks. And the third one is to identify barriers that require national level intervention, issues that we carry forward to the National Advocacy Meeting on 4th December, backed by both community evidence and district perspectives. Our hope, therefore, is that this dialogue will foster a shared understanding, strengthen district commitment, and clarify practical steps we can take to ensure that refugee youth are not left behind in accessing education. This meeting, colleagues, is not just about discussing challenges. It is about building solutions and forging partnerships that are rooted in evidence, collaboration, and mutual responsibility. I wish to sincerely thank all of you for taking time to be here today. I know that this is a farming season and the Kaoma is seriously engaged in farming. So for you to leave your farms to be here, we really thank you and appreciate your presence. Really, your presence demonstrates dedication to inclusive development, equity, and the aspirations of young people who simply seek the opportunity to learn, contribute, and thrive. With these remarks, I now declare this district dialogue meeting officially open. I thank you. May the good Lord bless you.